What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got an interesting duel for you guys to check out. I would say that this one is probably mildly competitive. Obviously, dinosaurs are a very strong deck, although this is a pure version of dinosaurs. He is not running Diagram in here. Instead, he is running the Lost World, which can be a very good card. Can activate like Baby Ceratosaurus from the deck, which actually he is going to do, spoiler alert, a couple of times in this duel. And then we have a Phantom Knight hybrid build at the bottom. You can see that he is running Phantom Knights of Launch, which is actually a very good card, especially if you combine it with Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon. Go in the Requiem, get some really good plays. It's essentially like a Doka, but even stronger. Let's see exactly who is going to win. And obviously, this is a duel that, of course, is before the start of what people call link formats, because obviously YGO Pro doesn't have it yet. So I believe he's going to start with Scorpio, and he's going to pitch a card. He's going to go probably into a rank 3. No, he actually does not. He goes for Fusion Substitute, and he goes for Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I thought that was kind of a weird play, because not really a monster you'd want to put on the field by itself, but hey, what do I know? Anyways, Oviraptor is going to get a search. He gets Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and I think that his Venom Dragon is just going to get eaten up by that 101, and he keeps a token on the board as well. He's going to go ahead and get a couple of searches. Raiden is going to get smacked by Ghost Ogre. He still gets a couple of mills. I kind of wonder if the Ghost Ogre was necessary there. I don't really think it was that big of a threat to the 101. 101 could have just killed it, but I guess it's fine. You still get a one for one, essentially. And you see right here, he's basically pressing on. Baby Ceratosaurus is going to be summoned to the field. He gets Lagia, and this duel does start kind of slow, especially for the Phantom Knight player, but he's actually going to do a really good job of grinding. He's going to go ahead and bait the Lagia with Regeki. Unfortunately, his his Phantom Knight's of Breaksword is going to get smacked by that Solemn Strike, and he's kind of just backpedaling right here. He even activates an Allure, and I think he's just digging for answers. At this point, when Ultimate Conductor Tyranno was dropped and he got a token, I was like, okay, I don't really think that I see the Dino deck losing. If you look at the field presence, yes, he doesn't have the Lagia negate, but he has, he's been getting value out of his hand traps, and clearly he has the board to kind of control the game. The Phantom Knight player doesn't have any monsters on the board. All he has is these tokens. He's going to start taking damage as well, and he's going to start taking direct shots. Now, personally, I probably would have put the 101 in attack mode. I know you can always fear the mirror forces, but I don't know. I feel like 101 in defense mode isn't really serving that much of a purpose. He's going to summon his what is the name of this card? I know it has 0 attack and 0 defense. This is the one that lets you draw 2 by giving up I think you tribute what's it called? You send it to the graveyard with a Phantom Knight. Oh yeah, this is the wrong magnet ring. Okay, so yeah, basically he summons it and he uses the copy of a Fog Blade on the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So he needs to get rid of this card off the field. Like, he needs to get this off the field because it does have 0 attack and 0 defense. Luckily, he does top that is Silent Boots, if I'm not mistaken. So he gets a couple draws, and his opponent did activate Droll Lockbird, so I guess there's that. He activates Pot of Acquisitiveness to get himself a draw, and I think Darling Scorpio was summoned just to attack the 101 to get the material off. I'm not sure if that's really worth it, but hey, what do I know? He takes a couple of direct attacks from 101 and Lagia. Now at this point, he kind of needs to make his last stand, and he's going to make a very impressive play here. You saw that he got the draw from the Fusion Substitute by sending the Venom Dragon. He needed the Venom Dragon to get detached, essentially, because he didn't have any fusion. So maybe that's why he actually went ahead and attacked the 101, so that the Venom Dragon could get in the graveyard and so that he could get that extra draw. He's going to go ahead and summon the Phantom Knights of Breaksword, and he tries to pop it with Ghost Ogre, but Wings is actually going to protect that, so he's going to get a pop. He goes after Lost World, which was weird. He should have maybe went after a monster, but he gets his 2 Phantom Knights back. He goes into Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon. Now he's going to launch rank that up to Dark Requiem Dragon, and it's actually going to cut down that Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and now he has the biggest monster on the board, and it's looking pretty damn intimidating. He does 5,300 damage and 1 attack, and now I'm like, okay, well, it's a brand new duel now. Now, homie does top deck a copy of Rescue Rabbits. I kind of wonder about him going into Doka, but he ends up getting hit with another Fog Blade. I guess Doka could have possibly tried to bait out the Dark Requiem and then try and negate it. Oviraptor is going to get negated by Dark Requiem. So yeah, they both essentially have Dokas on the field. It's just one Doka's better. He uses Heavy Dust Storm, which is actually pretty powerful there because it gets rid of those Fog Blades and it turns the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno back on. Now check this play out, right? So you see he uses Instant Fusion on the invoked Caliga. This is the dark one, the one that no one summons, so don't make fun of me because I don't know its name. And I think he's just going to clear out most of his board. No, he actually just clears out one monster. I was thinking of the play that was going to happen, but this wasn't it. Now, game was almost secured there as he summoned Tyranno Infinity with 5,300 attack, but it doesn't get its attack through. And he's actually going to go into a rank up play, and he summons this card that I had never seen summoned in Phantom Knights, Crimson Knight Vampire Beam. He's going to use that to get the Ultimate Conductor out his opponent's graveyard. It's actually a really good card. It says you can detach 1 XC material, target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon that target to your side of the field, but it's the only monster that can attack for the rest of the turn, if you guys are wondering why he didn't win. And his opponent just briefly, or not briefly, but just says, all right, I don't want any more. I'm not gonna let you kill me with my own Conductor Tyranno. He summons his baby Pterodactyl and proceeds to try and run into it. He actually stopped him a couple of times because they were replaced as he summoned monsters during the battle phase, but that was actually pretty dope. I've never seen this card. I've played vampires a little bit. It's actually a monster that I've summoned a couple of times, but you don't generally see this outside of the vampire deck. An amazingly good XC. It's just a shame that it had to be, 2 zombie monsters. I wish it was like 2 darks or something like that. You'd see this card played in a lot more decks. Maybe even Dark World will be able to crack it out because, silver and gold, I believe, are level 5s. But anyways, nice little duel. Unexpected monster that I assume most people would not expect to see dropped in Phantom Knights or any of their variants. But when you're running the Phantom Knights, when you're running the rank up launch card, then you can definitely bust it out. And I think that if you are, then you probably should be running this card. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the duel. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment section below explaining why you did. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already.